Imagine this situation. You watch English movies without subtitles. You understand YouTube videos. You listen to podcasts and follow the ideas. You read articles and books in English. Inside your mind, English makes sense. But when it is time to speak, something strange happens. Your mouth feels heavy. Your mind becomes blank. Your heart starts beating fast. Simple sentences disappear. You know the words, but you cannot use them. You feel frustrated, embarrassed, and confused. You ask yourself one painful question again and again. Why do I understand English but can't speak it? This problem is very common. Millions of English learners around the world face this exact situation. It does not mean you are weak. It does not mean you are bad at English. It does not mean you are not intelligent. In fact, understanding English but not speaking it shows that your brain already has strong language input. The issue is not knowledge. The issue is connection, confidence, and training. From childhood, many learners study English in a very passive way. They listen to teachers, they read books, they memorize grammar rules, they translate sentences in their head. This builds understanding. Your brain becomes good at recognizing English. You can hear a sentence and understand the meaning. You can read words and know what they say. But speaking is a different skill. Speaking is not passive. Speaking is active. Speaking needs speed, courage, and muscle memory. When you speak, your brain must do many things at the same time. It must choose words. It must put them in order. It must remember grammar. It must control pronunciation. It must move your tongue and lips. It must do all this in real time without stopping. If your brain is not trained for this, it freezes. Even if you understand everything, speaking feels impossible. One big reason is fear. Fear is the silent enemy of speaking English. You fear making mistakes. You fear wrong grammar. You fear bad pronunciation. You fear people laughing. You fear being judged. This fear blocks your mind. When fear is active, your brain focuses on danger, not language. Your thoughts slow down. Words hide. This is why you can speak alone but not in front of people. This is why you know the sentence but cannot say it. Another reason is translation. Many learners think in their native language first, then they try to translate into English. This process is slow. While you are translating, the conversation moves forward. You panic. You lose confidence. Speaking English is not about translation. It is about thinking directly in English. But thinking in English only comes with practice and exposure, not memorization. Grammar is another hidden problem. Learners often try to speak perfect English. Before saying a sentence, they check grammar in their head. Is this tense correct? Is this sentence polite? Is this word right? While you are checking, the moment passes. Speaking does not wait. Native speakers do not think about grammar rules while speaking. Grammar becomes automatic through use, not thought. Listening and speaking grow in different ways. Listening grows through exposure. You listen again and again. Your brain slowly understands patterns. Speaking grows through repetition and use. If you do not practice speaking, your speaking skill stays weak. You cannot expect speaking to improve just by listening. Listening fills your brain. Speaking trains your mouth. Another important reason is lack of safe practice. Many learners do not have an environment where they feel safe to speak. At school, teachers correct mistakes harshly. At home, no one speaks English. With friends, speaking English feels strange. So you stay silent. Silence becomes a habit. Breaking that habit feels uncomfortable. Your brain also remembers emotional experiences. If you were laughed at once while speaking English, your brain remembers that pain. Next time, it tries to protect you by stopping you from speaking. This is not weakness. This is human psychology. To change this, you must create positive speaking experiences. Small success slowly replaces fear.
Understanding English means your input system is strong. You have vocabulary stored. You know sentence structures. But speaking means you must access this information quickly. Think of it like a library. You have many books, but you do not know where they are. Speaking practice organizes this library. The more you speak, the faster you find words. Pronunciation also affects confidence. Many learners are afraid because they think their accent is bad. But accent is not a problem. Clarity is important, not accent. Even native speakers have different accents. Your goal is not perfect pronunciation. Your goal is understandable speech. When you accept this, your fear becomes smaller. Another issue is speed. English conversations move fast. You feel pressure to respond quickly. Your brain is not used to this speed, so it freezes. The solution is slow speaking practice. When you practice speaking slowly, your brain learns to build sentences without panic. Speed comes naturally later. Many learners also consume English content passively. They watch videos but do not repeat. They listen but do not speak along. This creates understanding without activation. To speak, you must activate the language. You must use your voice. You must hear yourself speaking English. Speaking English is a physical skill. Your mouth muscles must learn new movements. Just like learning to play a musical instrument, you must train your muscles. Silent learning does not train muscles. Speaking out loud does. Your brain also needs patterns. When you listen, your brain learns patterns. When you speak, you must reuse those patterns. This is why learning through stories and natural sentences helps. Your brain remembers chunks, not single words. When you try to speak word by word, it becomes difficult. When you speak in phrases, it becomes easier. Confidence does not come before speaking. Confidence comes after speaking. Many learners wait to feel confident. That moment never comes. Confidence grows from action, not preparation. Each small speaking attempt builds confidence slowly. Another hidden reason is perfectionism. You want to speak like a native speaker. This expectation creates pressure. Pressure blocks fluency. Fluency comes from freedom, not perfection. When you allow yourself to speak imperfectly, your fluency increases. Your identity also plays a role. Some learners feel that speaking English changes who they are. They feel shy or fake. This inner conflict blocks expression. Accepting English as a tool, not an identity, removes this block. Memory also matters. You may forget words while speaking. This is normal. Forgetting does not mean you do not know. It means your brain is still learning to retrieve information quickly. Retrieval improves with use. Speaking English is not about talent. It is about habit. If silence is your habit, speaking feels hard. If speaking becomes your habit, silence feels strange. Habits change slowly but surely. The most important truth is this: understanding English but not speaking it is a stage, not a failure. It is a bridge between learning and fluency. Many fluent speakers passed through this stage. The difference is that they did not stop. When you speak, your brain creates new connections. Each sentence strengthens these connections. Over time, speaking becomes easier. Words come faster. Fear becomes smaller. Your mind stays calm. You must also accept mistakes as part of growth. Mistakes are not enemies. Mistakes are teachers. Every mistake shows you what to improve. Native speakers make mistakes too. Communication is about message, not perfection. Environment matters. Surround yourself with English sounds. Talk to yourself in English. Describe your day. Speak your thoughts. This builds comfort. When English becomes normal in your mind, speaking becomes natural. Your inner voice also matters. If you tell yourself you are bad at speaking, your brain believes it. Change your inner dialogue. Tell yourself that you are learning, not failing. Words shape confidence.
Consistency is more important than intensity. Speaking a little every day is better than speaking a lot once a month. Daily exposure keeps your brain active. Language grows with daily contact. Your understanding is already a strong foundation. You are not starting from zero. You are standing on knowledge. Speaking is simply learning to use what you already have. Think of a child. A child listens for months before speaking. Then slowly, broken words come. Then sentences. Adults want instant results. Language does not work like that. Speaking grows gradually. You do not need perfect grammar to speak. You need courage to start. Grammar improves naturally with use. Silence never improves grammar. When you speak, focus on meaning, not form. Ask yourself, did the other person understand me? If yes, you succeeded. Communication is success. Fluency is not speed. Fluency is flow. Flow comes when fear disappears. Fear disappears with practice. You understand English because you exposed yourself to it. You will speak English when you expose yourself to speaking. There is no magic, there is no secret. There is only use. Your voice matters.
Your ideas matter. English is just a bridge. Do not let fear block your message. One day, you will speak without thinking. One day, sentences will come naturally. One day, you will remember this struggle and smile. That day comes only if you keep going. So the real answer to why you understand English but can't speak is simple. You trained your brain to understand, but not your mouth to respond. The moment you start using English as a living language, not a subject, everything begins to change. Speaking English is not about being ready, it is about starting. And the best time to start is now.